Hello, everybody, and welcome to Professor P's podcast. I'm Natasha Palumbo, aka Professor P. I'm known for evoking the essence of spirituality by bringing the energetic fire, activating the mind, and speaking the truth. I'm so honored that you are here with us today. I thank you for joining. This podcast is focused on entrepreneurship, empowerment, and energetics. You're going to find a wealth of information inside, guest speakers, and the Elixir, a dose of energetic power. So let us join in on today's podcast. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Professor P's podcast. I'm super excited to be back with you today. I'm bringing the Elixir back, and I am so excited that I've started now my guest speakers. So what's going to happen is I'm going to have guest speakers, and then I'm going to have Elixir, and then I'm going to have guest speakers, and I'm going to have Elixir. And I hope you received a lot out of Emily, who is absolutely outstanding. Her story is amazing. I did receive a lot of feedback that told me how much they loved the interview and loved what Emily is doing with her work and how unapologetic she is with her story. Again, that's what I'm all about, is being unapologetic with my story, and I encourage you to do the same. I have some phenomenal guest speakers forthcoming, so I'm excited for you to have them. Continue to keep listening. Thank you for always being with me. I appreciate you all so much. Today's topic is the power of I am. That's right. Truth be told, the power of I am. You know, in many languages, I am indicates the speaker's existence. You know, I am are the two most powerful words that exist because everything that follows it comes to pass. That's why you have to be very careful with I am and make sure that when you are doing your I ams, that they are positive I ams. But I want you to think about this. In many languages like English, the phrase I am indicates the speaker's existence. This was deep. This was so deep that I had to go and actually set with existence and be like, okay, let's deepen existence. Most of you are like, okay, I know we exist, things exist, but I'm going to tie things together as I always do. And of course, you'll have homework. But the definition of existence, the fact or state of living or having objective reality. The fact or state of living or having objective reality, existence. This is so important as it ties into I am. And that the I am indicates the speaker's existence. So we speak I am or we think I am. And from that, it indicates our existence. Do you hear me? I am eternal. Woo! I'm going to go there today, everyone. And I hope you're prepared. I hope you've got some pen and paper and you're ready to take notes and you're ready to get activated because you know I'm going to bring this fire. Existence is the ability of any entity to interact with reality. Whew! I've already told you about the quantum, the energetic realm that we really are when it boils down into its flashes of light that move so rapidly. Existence is the ability of an entity to interact with reality. In philosophy, it refers to ontological property of being. Ontological property of being. So how do we know we exist? The only evidence you have that you exist as a self-aware being is your conscious experience of thinking about your existence. Ooh, I hope you get this today, my friends. You cannot access anyone else's conscious thoughts, so you will never know if they are self-aware or not. What you can do is inspire them as I do with your own self-awareness. You can give them tips and tools and resources. And I pray that you do. I pray that once you get these things, you share them out like this podcast or other podcasts that you are enlightened by, that you are awakened by, that your consciousness is feeding off of. Because how do we know we exist, Professor P? The only evidence you have that you exist as a self-aware being is your conscious experience of thinking about your existence. I am indicates the speaker's existence. So if I'm thinking about my existence and knowing that I exist, how am I going to exist then? How am I going to show up? I am going to show up. I am going to show up a way. How is it? Am I going to show up in depression? Am I going to show up in lack? Am I going to show up in pity? Am I going to show up in sorrow? Am I going to show up in never getting breaks? You see, because whatever I am follows it. So whatever you say follows it and creates your existence, my friends. So I need you to be very intentional with your I ams. I need you to set and remove all limiting beliefs as I've told you to do before. And you've done that work, and I'm so grateful that you've done that work. And I know you've set with powerful I am statements, but we're going in deeply because I need to tie it in to how you exist daily in your life. I had a beautiful opportunity to go and teach a wonderful group of ladies this past couple weeks. And I came back and checked on them and scheduled some one-on-one sessions. And one of them told me how her and her daughter are daily saying their I am statements. I could have just melted right before her eyes in goo of this amazing feeling of inspiration that has rippled itself to others, including children. Oh, what a delight my soul felt. This is powerful, my friends. So every day I want you to now set with your I am statements. And I want you to think about the power of them in relationship to your existence. Let the weak say I am strong. Let the poor say I am rich. When God says, who am I? God says, tell them I am. I am the trees. I am the bread of life. I am the light. I am the truth. I am the way. I am the love. I am your peace that passes all understanding. We have such amazing authority with the creation of our existence. It is truly humbling that God has allowed us such freedom in our expression of existence with the powerful words of I am and what follows them that creates our life before us. So how do we know we exist, Professor P? The only evidence you have that you exist as a self-aware being is your conscious experience of thinking about your existence. The deepening of your soul, the deepening of your awakening, the expansion of your mind that I continuously call you to. This is how you know. You cannot access anyone else's conscious thoughts. Please understand this. So you will never know if they are self-aware. What we need most in this world, my friends, is to be able to bring light to self-awareness, because the way out is within. The deeper you crawl within, the more free you become. The more self-aware you become, the more doors you will be able to open for yourself, the better you'll be able to cope, the more you'll be able to heal, the more freedom that will be available to you. Self-awareness is instrumental in your life. And I'm here to tell you the truth today. We don't always think positively, and I've shared that before. Our I am statements can be negative, and they can then reap that before us. And we can forget the daily practice of these very instrumental, elementary things to do. How hard is it to wake up every day and just simply say, I am blessed. I am favored. I am called. I am loved. I need you to do this every day. Don't let a day go by that you are not using your I am statements in the most positive way possible, because your entire existence depends on it. Again, in many languages like English, the phrase I am indicates the speaker's existence. Sit with that for just a moment. Your existence is wrapped in to your I am. This is deep today, my friends. I want you to now set with some homework. I want you to really think about your existence up to this date, and what you want your existence to look like from this date going forward. I feel some of you right now. I feel that you desire for it to be different. And last week I asked you to do some homework and to find out how many humans in your area are being trafficked. I hope you found that out. I hope you awaken to that information. That's their existence, my friends. But they deserve something better. And Emily, she chose to say, I am going to use this resource. I am going to continue to cast out my seeds. I am going to believe and trust in the process. And that I am changed her existence from being on the street in a cardboard box to being the CEO of a nonprofit organization connecting women to change. There is so much there, my friends. So I want you to reflect on your existence from what it was. And I want you to know I feel you. And I know that existence of the prior life still can kind of linger in your present day. But as you continue to set under my word, as you continue to set under the word of God, as you continue to set under positive affirmations and positive messages, and you set under your own positive wisdom deeply rooted within your soul, and you come forward, and through all of that, your existence can and will be different. I am indicates the speaker's existence. And how do we know we exist? By our conscious experience of thinking about it. So for today, you're going to think about your existence, where it's been, and where you plan for it to go. And then I want you to write I am statements to match where you plan for your existence to go. I am eternal. I have an everlasting, never-ending essence. Do you understand that I am transcending my power of I am from the present day of a human state to the eternal conscious, everlasting, never-ending, always and forever. There is such great power in our I am that it doesn't have to stay constrained in this human realm, that indeed we can possess the greater expansion of eternity. I'm taking you to the realm, to the edge, to the ultra limits today. And I need you to find the truest you yet, the one who is waiting and ready to exist in an entirely different life, because you have decided to say, I am. Thanks everyone for listening today. I hope you received a lot out of that episode and are feeling energized and ready for whatever lies ahead. If you did enjoy it, I'd appreciate it if you'd share it out. Thank you in advance for doing so. Please also connect with me on social media, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, Natasha M. Palumbo. And until next time, be encouraged, be empowered, and as always, be well.